deck, we got Cam Richardson right now coming to the stage. Put your hands together for Dan Connolly.
Come on, Dan.
Yeah, Dan.
Woo, Dan.
I've always been crazy, but it keeps me from going insane. Salsa.
All right, Dan.
All right.
Yeah.
Like a panther, like a panther.
Ooh, Santa.
1 year of lessons, boys and girls. 1 year of lessons. I can teach you in 5 minutes what I've learned in 1 year. You can waste the opportunity. Sit down. Listen to what I have to say. Waste the next 3 minutes of your life. Listen to what I have to say. That's okay. Went to a buddy's gym in his building. I'm going to continue with the salsa so you can learn.
All right.
You know, I walked into the salsa class a year ago at a date's behest. Wasn't my choice. Irish guys don't go to salsa class. Did you ever notice that? And this instructor, very friendly little man, zips across the studio and he goes, no, not with the shoulders, because I was... Now it's all hips, as you'll notice, like a panther. I went to a buddy's gym recently. Nice little gym, big residential building in Hell's Kitchen, part of the gentrified Hell's Kitchen experience, very nice. And his beautiful wife is in the gym with her trainer. I had never met the trainer. Of course, I met my friend's wife. No, actually, I had met the trainer, and I had noticed that she had been missing for the last several weeks. And I also noticed, I remembered, I was surprised to see that she was a little cuter than I had remembered. She'd redone her hair or something of that nature. I'm very picky. I'm very superficial. I just like the new hairstyle. So I went over, I said, where you been? And she said, I've been out for a couple of weeks, or a couple of months. Salsa from the hips. And like a panther. Yeah. How do you do salsa? Don't run from the rhythm. Don't run from the rhythm. Do not run from the rhythm. It's right here. So I say to my friend's wife's trainer, where have you been? She said, I've been out for a few weeks. She said, I had a problem in my cervical spine. And I said, hold up, let's talk about me. Because I also had a problem in my cervical spine about 10 years ago.
Yes, sir.
I'm 2 inches shorter than I used to be. Compacted vertebrae. It's not just old age. All that plays a part. But let me tell you, sweetheart, how I got this problem, because this is about me. You may have just gotten back from an illness, but let's talk about my illness 10 years ago, because that's the important matter. I don't care about your new hairstyle, you're still going to listen to me about me. You're not that cute. Well, I got this cervical spine problem, much like yours, through a lot of macho activity. I want you to recognize how manly I am. Very manly. People were bouncing my fucking head off their knees. I was using a fucking head as a fucking hammer against cinder block. Punched in the fucking face repeatedly. My doctor would tell me, you gotta be careful with your head, don't use it as a fucking tool. I didn't listen, and one of my arms went dead. And I had a ulnar nerve transposition. I gotta tell her about these macho aspects of my difficulty, my former medical condition, because it's very macho. And she might want to date with me as a result. So I said to her, okay, I've exhausted all the macho-ness I can squeeze out of my cervical spine problem, which is maybe 2 inches shorter. I want her to know I used to be taller too, in case she likes tall guys. So, salsa, the hips. Don't run from the rhythm, don't run from the rhythm. I said to her, how'd you get your cervical spine problem? Because at some point, I gotta worry about her. Let her think I'm worried about her. And she goes, I don't know, I slept funny one night. I'm saying, fuck me. Never asked her that again. I didn't ask her out the first time. Won't ask her out the second time either. One thing, a friend, we'll call him Mr. Joseph, a friend whom I never met, died this week. And this is true. Mr. Joseph was from India. He was in his late 70s. No more salsa. this is serious. And he died this week. And Mr. Joseph was a St. Thomas Christian. Has anyone heard of a St. Thomas Christian? Has anyone heard of a doubting Thomas? When Jesus died and returned to life, he had one of his apostles who did not. Oh, I'm out of time, boys and girls. We will continue with Mr. Joseph next week, but let's clap out Mr. Joseph. He did die this week. Okay.